The resurrection. What you talking about, Infamous? What up, all you fish tank ninjas? Welcome to another episode of The Beast, Infamous, whatever you want to call it. And today I got a story for you. We have an update on the Beast. That's right, guys. The Monster 240 Tanganyikan Community Tank. And let's start the story off in the beginning. So, as you guys know, my tanks crashed. I filled them up. I did a huge water change after a big vacation, and just a fog of death came over my tanks, and that sucked very bad. Now, when I was cleaning these tanks out though, in order to get ready for the Beast and for Beauty, something amazing happened. While I was cleaning the glass, siphoning the sand, moving the rocks, I saw something move, and I was like, what the f— That's right. There was fish alive. Like, goodness. How did this even happen? How did these fish make it? I have no idea. So for this update, I would love to do a salute to the most ride-or-die cichlids on the earth. These guys been through a lot, and it sucks. But they made it, and I'm beyond ecstatic that they're good. And, well, let's just give them a shout out to the fish. Shout out, fish. First fish we're gonna go over today is the Brichardi. Yes, guys, they made it. If you remember, before the tank crashed, 2 of them laid eggs, and that was the goal for them. I wanted to have an entire breeding colony in my 90-gallon display tank, and they started, and then the tank crashed. But it's all good because 2 of them made it, and I think they're male and female, and I hope they start breeding in here. But the trick is this: they're going to stay in the 55-gallon sump that I have going on, and they're going to have it to themselves. They're going to have this entire setup almost to themselves. So hopefully we can get a breeding colony of them in here, and it should just be a Brichardi breeding colony sump full of plants and amazingness. Yes. And now we're going to talk about the next fish. It's going to be the Frontosa, guys. The biggest, the most beautiful, and the shyest one of all actually made it. This big, beautiful, amazing, shy baby, I don't know what it was. I think it was because he was the biggest that he made it and the others didn't. But whatever it may be, this guy is still darting and nervous about everything. Whenever I sit in front of the tank, he runs and hides behind all the shrubbery in here and just waits for the food to come out. That's the only time he is like swimming around when I'm out. But it's okay. It's okay to be a big teddy bear, right? Thirdly, if that's even a word, we got the convict. The female convict that was a stunner. Looking so good. Mean as all hell. She was just my favorite. Okay, the convict was my favorite fish in the New World Planet Cichlid tank. The amount of personality on this girl was amazing. And there was no surprise to me that she made it. Like, how could she not make it? She's so amazing, you know? Like, for her not to make it would just be like, what the... That's not how things are supposed to work. And I hope you guys agree. I'm beyond ecstatic to have her still, and I hope you guys are ecstatic to keep seeing her, guys. We can't forget about my favorite fish in the Tanganyikan community tank, and that is the multifasciatus. One of them made it, guys. Unfortunately, it was not Dozer, my little ball of personality, but this one did. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. Still pretty young, but look at how beautiful she is. He's looking all amazing and living in a shell right at the front of the tank. Okay, this guy or girl would just flare up. The colors look great. Look at how much yellow are on hers or his, whatever's the fins. And yes, I love it. So I might have to figure out something with the multifasciatus. On top of that, we have something else from the New World Planet Cichlid tank. And as you guys can probably guess, since there was only 6 fish in there and one was a convict and the other was a Bolivian Ram, that's a Bolivian Ram. Alright, this was the smallest, the most docile, and most chill fish in that tank. I have no idea why Darwin decided that he should make it and no one else make it, but it's all good. I trust Darwin to make these decisions for us and for the fish, and I hope it just keeps doing well and gets looking all nice and strong and beautiful. And lastly, we have one of the funnier looking fish from the Tanganyikan community tank, and that is the Judiochromis Transcriptus. And this one happened to be my favorite one of all of them. This one was the smallest. This one had the most personality, would swim up to the tank whenever I came by, would swim upside down, would actually play with the other fish and chase them or fight them or whatever they were doing, but it looked funny to me. And the color on the guy's fins was just oh so good, and I was just too happy that this was the one that actually made it, and I was astounded because I almost missed him when I was cleaning the tank out. It's so small. But I'm glad I found him, and I'm glad he's doing great, or her doing great. Again, it's too small to tell, or I just don't know how to tell right now. And that's the end of the video, the end of the shout out, the end of the salute to the most ride or die cichlids on earth. Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know which cichlid was your favorite that made it. Make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I got videos coming at you 2 times a week at least. Every Sunday is going to be something random. Every Wednesday is going to be an update. And if I'm lucky or like decide that I have time to do it, you're going to get a video on Friday. Also, check out the fish tank hooligans, and don't forget to do amazing things like aid in the resurrection of something or whatever you would call what happened with these guys. Till next time, guys, tank like a boss. 'Cause you're a boss, and so are these fish.